Welcome to Qatar. Welcome to Doha, the centre of the footballing world. Now, in the build-up to this tournament, FIFA sent refereeing teams to each of the 32 camps to let them know about the new interpretations. Not new laws, they haven't changed. They're exactly what we've seen in the Premier League this season. But it will be different here. There are three particular areas which FIFA and the game's lawmaking body, the IFAB, which does include the four home nations, have determined to be critical. One is safety of players. Basically, over-the-top tackles, dangerous tackles, the sort of tackles that make you wince, will be red cards. There's no doubt about that. And also, any elbowing deliberately to the face will be punished by a sending off. There'll be no leeway, no latitude. Referees have been told they must act. Another thing they're going to act on is dissent. They want to try to improve the image of the game. You may argue being in Qatar is not great for the image of the game, but there you go. So dissent will also be punished. And the third one, which I think is quite interesting, time wasting. So don't be surprised to see halves, second halves in particular, lasting 7, 8, 9 minutes. Basically, it's 100-minute football. That's not that all time that's wasted can be penalised. That's not the case. They think there's a difference between natural and unnatural time wasting. And by unnatural, talking about substitutions taking too long, goal celebrations which last maybe a minute and a half. These are all supposed to be factored in. It's no doubt about it, we're going to see longer games. It will be 100-minute football rather than 90-minute football. But if the ball is in play more, and it's really important for FIFA that it isn't, as they say, in play for 44 or 45 minutes, they want the ball to be in play for as long as possible without going to a ball in play clock, which is always being talked about. So it will be different, it will be longer, we will get edgy and twitchy in extra time, particularly in the second half, because there'll be loads of it. But this is really important to FIFA. They believe it's important to set out a stall, a standard, a way of preventing teams deliberately wasting time, consuming time. The masters of which always been the Brazilians, actually. They get the ball, 20 minutes later you might see it again and nothing's happened. That's consuming time. That's allowed. Wasting time, that's not allowed. But of course, one other change will be FIFA's version of VAR. Now, they brought it in first time at Russia in 2018. Everyone thought it was a great success then. People less keen on it now, it's fair to say. But what we will see here at this World Cup is the full deployment of what's known as semi-automatic offside technology. Now, you've seen a version of it in the Champions League. Didn't stop people moaning. What you have with SAOT, as they call it, is 12 specialist cameras that track 29 body parts of every player for every instant of the game. There is nothing that they don't track. The difference, though, between UEFA's version and FIFA's version is one other sensor. At the very heart of the ball is a microchip, which means that the moment the ball is played, the computers in the hub at the media centre for the World Cup, the FIFA Media Centre, will know instinctively and instantly. What they will do then is determine at that instant whether the player was on or offside. They will check the video, and then they will tell the referee via the VAR that it was an offside call if the flag stayed down, or onside if the flag went up. So it's the instant check. It shouldn't take more than a few seconds. Once that decision has been made, there will be in the stadium and on your TV screens at home an animated version of what happened, a 3D animation. So you can see from the safety of your armchair in the stadium, wherever you are, why the decision was made. If you remember a few weeks ago, Spurs versus Sporting Lisbon, Harry Kane thought he'd scored the winner in the 95th minute of the match. It took 3 minutes to disallow that goal because UEFA VAR weren't able to determine the position of the ball. It was the ball that played Kane offside rather than his teammate Emerson Royal. Nominally, at least under this system, the instant the ball is touched will be logged on the computer. So rather than waiting 3 minutes, you should be waiting 3 seconds to find out. Let's see. Let's hope it's right, because it will make a massive difference to the way people view VAR and offside decisions. There'll still be hair's breadth, millimetre decisions, That's just the nature of it. You have to draw a line somewhere. The problem has been how long it's taken to arrive at the verdict. If that verdict is quick, genuinely quick, instantaneously quick, you might not like the decision, but like goal line technology, you'll accept it. If this works, if SAOT works in this World Cup, you will see the full version in the Premier League next season. There's no doubt about that. It will take all the pressure off the VAR team at Stockley Park as well. So it's a significant moment in football coming at this World Cup. So there you are. That's the scene setter. As they say in this part of the world, peace and blessings be upon you. Let's hope for a great World Cup.